Shit, I can't believe it. It's happening.
We're getting sued.
We're getting sued.
Again. But this time for, like, a pretty normal reason.
So what do? Should we go back and re-record all of our old podcasts?
I mean,
Yeah.
I just don't have time to watch 102 movies.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty clear, gentlemen, that now that Universal Music and everybody else is suing us because we've used licensed sound effects, that we have no choice.
It's just that ghost creaky door was so generic sounding. I didn't think they'd catch on. And,
Who knew?
Yeah.
And the campfires and the atom bombs.
Yeah. It turned out that ghost creaky door was from the Universal film, The Old Creaky Door.
Ironically, that movie didn't have a ghost. That was the twist.
Yeah, it was about a handyman who fixes creaky doors.
Nobody had ever heard of that movie before this, and now...
Yeah, guess what?
Now our court case is on everybody's lips.
Yeah.
Johnny Lawsuit knew about that movie, and that's the only person that really matters in a case like this, unfortunately.
He was lying in wait for us.
Well, for starters, maybe we should try and do our own sound effects from now on.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing to do. I just don't even know where you get a sound effect. I guess we'll need a new ghost creaky door, so...
Yeah. That's good. That's a good creaky door.
That'll work. Okay, saved.
I'm thinking back. We did a movie called Laser Blast, so laser sound effect could be useful. So I'll go pew pew. Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, that's a laser. Hey, watch where you're shooting those.
They're dangerous.
That's a laser.
Singed my eyebrows off there.
Oh.
Watch out.
You almost make me do a Wilhelm scream.
Oh, nice.
See, we don't have to use the Wilhelm scream. You got to pay for that. So we got our
applies.
own now.
Good, because I like to use them all the time. They're my favorite scream.
Yeah, they're up there. They're one of the more dramatic.
I always like to nudge my date whenever I'm watching a movie and
Hard.
Wilhelm scream.
In the elbows, hard.
That's a Wilhelm scream.
Right in the ribs.
You watch Titanic? Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
That guy hits the propeller.
And then you tell her.
People love ladies.
They love Wilhelm scream. And then you show them your Wilhelm scream, which is even better. And they're like, whoa, that guy can scream.
Give me a baby.
Look at the lungs on that guy.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like, well, you think that's cool? Check out this thing. It's a 12 gauge.
Oh, shit. I think it would be good to have some random crowd noises like, hey, what are you doing?
Oh, an ambient restaurant.
Yeah.
Nice. That'll fit in. Hey, can anybody get to the chopper? Can anybody do a chopper?
Yeah, we got sued for using that Arnie soundboard, so we're going to have to do all our own Arnold Schwarzeneggers.
Who is your daddy?
I'm going to grip at your fucking spine.
Cohagen, give the people air.
We might do a movie about a bunch of shitty Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonators, and we'll need some stuff in the bank for that.
We got to have that planned out ahead of time from now on.
I can barely plan out when to tie my shoes. But, speaking of which, here's somebody tying their shoes, but then they kind of feel a little pop on their knee.
Oh, here's somebody tying their shoes, and then they fall down a staircase. Oh.
Good, saving that. Perfect.
Last time we talked about Woody Allen, we deleted the whole episode, but we still got infringed upon.
Yeah.
And so here's my impression of Woody Allen reading the New York Times. Oh.
Oh, no. Yeah, us squibs, we got to have some...
That's a squib?
Yeah, it's the sound a squib makes when it goes pop.
Bah!
I recognize it.
Don't you remember when we watched Lethal Weapon 2 and everybody was just getting... Bah! Bah!
I remember that. Yeah. And then their blood splattered on the wall. Blah, blah, blah. Woo, woo. And then the cops came.
Diplomatic immunity. Because we don't want to get sued for Lethal Weapon.
We've got enough on our plates right now.
Too many lawsuits, and we should really hire a lawyer at some point.
I'm too old for this shit.
From now on, we should just redo all the movies, all the dialogue, all the sound effects in every movie we do in case we need to clip something.
I think we're going to have to be like that movie Be Kind, Rewind.
Yeah.
And just reenact every single movie that's ever been made, so that way we'll be safe from any sort of legal troubles, hassles.
Oh, yeah.
Starting all the way back to The Exorcist.
Welcome everybody to High and Low, podcast about talking picture shows.
We do films that are corny, and some that are horny, some that win Academy Award.
Doing all kind of movies from all kinds of genres, serving hot takes like plates of lasagna.
Before we get going, a warning to you, you might hear some talk that's a little blue.
We sometimes cuss and we sometimes curse. We like to do it off the cuff and don't rehearse.
Now, if this sounds like your kind of show,
Tune in.
Drop out,
This is High and Low.
Sometimes a crow takes you from part one of a podcast to part two of a podcast, and that's where you listen to the low part of the High and Low pairing. That's right, you're back once again with the High and Low podcast, the movie podcast show where we watch two movies and compare and contrast them. One of them a good high movie, and one of them a lower brow movie, or a less respected movie. I'm Mitchell, joined as always by my co-host Lou.
Luke.
And Vaughn.
I'm dead.
Hello.
And we're back to discuss another Crow movie. We discussed a movie called The Crow in part one of our Crow pairing, and now we're going to watch The Crow.
I'm going to make you eat crow.
We're eating crow right now, all of us, for doing this pairing.
Why did you pick this?
I didn't know. I didn't know.
What was your reasoning?
Yeah.
I like...
You're on the stand here.
And you said you weren't even like a big fan of The Crow in the last episode.
We're
so.
recording live from Congress.
I love...
Senator,
I think The Crow's cool.
why would you make us watch this?
I like the makeup he wears. I like the way he wears white makeup on his face.
And he's got that sweet Jesus bod. So for these movies, I rented The Crow, the 94 one, from the local video store here. And I told him, buddy there, that we were covering Crow movies. He said, why would you watch the 2024 one? I said, I have to. I said, it's the only movie I've never allowed in this movie store. And I have shit. I stock this place with lots of shit.
Well,
And
Wow.
somebody ordered it special, and I went out and met him on the sidewalk because I would not bring it into the movie store.
Met him on the sidewalk. Wow.
that is an extreme reaction. I don't...
You know, I'll give this movie one thing. It didn't kill its lead actor.
No,
Bill
that's true.
Skarsgard is still among the living. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for all of it. You know what? I'll give this movie another thing that might be a little less incendiary, and I'll say that it's trying different things. It's not going for a carbon copy remake.
Yeah.
It's kind of swinging for the fences, and I think it failed for the most part,
It
but I
sucked shit.
respect the effort that it went that way.
But it wasn't trying to do the same thing, I guess.
No.
I respect that too.
It had some potential. There is things I actually quite like about this movie, like in terms of some production design stuff. I kind of think the city looks cool. It's a different vibe than the city in the 90s version.
Mitch has never found a piece of shit movie he doesn't quite like.
No, I was going to say, I think as usual, my view of this movie might be a little more charitable than your guys. I kind of enjoyed it, you know?
Oh, there was stuff that I liked in this movie, too. I just think overall it was
Yeah.
way too long, way too long, bloated with a lot, and because of that, it's bloated
Yeah,
with a bunch of
that's
stuff
true.
it doesn't need. The other one, 94 Crow, it's taut, it's toit. This one could really use some fat trimmed off it in a big way.
Yeah. It's got the extra stuff in it. You can see their motivation behind including it, where they're like, oh, we want to build the love story a little bit more. Like, let's have more scenes with them and whatnot. Like, you can, I understand the motivations, but it actually detracts from the movie.
Yeah, I almost shot my TV like Elvis after I watched this movie.
Like you saw the Beatles on
And
there.
I was over here with Mitch before we started recording, and we watched a little featurette or whatever, press kit,
Yeah.
featuring all the makers of the movie. Like the main producer, this was like a passion project. He really wanted to get this made, and it like apparently meant so much to him. And then he died I think it's Sam Hadida, I want to say is the guy's name. And then it's like all these people talking so passionately about how hard they worked on this film and how much it meant to them to like tell their story and like do it in this different way. And I was like, man, you guys are actually making me feel bad about how hard I'm about to shit on this film.
That's
A
the
bunch of people
thing.
worked hard on this, bastards.
And no matter how
Hey,
big
man,
of a
I'm
piece of
trying to
shit.
do a bad movie podcast
Yeah.
here.
Well, there's always people working hard, no matter how
I
big of a piece of
know.
shit a movie is. There's a fucking set painter. There's somebody who's like sweating their ass off making this thing come to life.
know.
You know, the fact that there's human faces behind this art makes it all the more pleasurable.
Well, it makes it all the more of a
With
piss
the
off.
knife.
Yeah.
Because this movie was met with hostility.
Okay, so
I think it was outright a little bit overkill. And I also felt the hostility rising up from me.
There's
But I
something
think-
in it that inspires that reaction.
I think for movies that are coming out nowadays and movies that are all over streaming, this isn't much worse than much of them.
No.
Like,
no, it's a straight down the middle, not great movie, bad movie.
it's
but people,
kind of in the John Wick knockoff vein.
yeah,
And
for
it's
sure.
not very good as far as those go.
People, yeah, were just really pissed off about it in a weird way. They were weirdly pissed off. Like,
I agree.
Yeah.
I will not have it in my establishment.
It shall not cross the threshold.
well, it kind
You
of
have
makes
this snuff film, Corpse Fuckers 37? Yeah, right here.
3 copies.
That's 100%.
That's totally like how it is.
Well, yeah, it does feel like a bit of a vehicle. I don't know. Is FKA Twigs? She's a music artist, right? Some new hot up and comer.
I
Yeah,
think
I-
she's established at this point, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm older than the hills. I've maybe heard of her once before.
Oh, Twiggy. She wore that
Twigs.
fancy hairstyle.
Well, she's in.
60s.
Is she coming up in the Odyssey, or what movie is she gonna be in? Where she's doing a period piece?
Oh,
It was a Jesus movie, I think. She's going to be like...
she's playing the Virgin Mary,
Virgin
yeah,
Mary?
in an upcoming movie.
You can't
I think
cast
I
a
saw-
fucking like somebody who's pushing 40 to play the Virgin Mary.
I don't know. I at first I was like, she's fucking terrible at acting. And then as the movie went on, I warmed up to her screen presence a little bit. Maybe she looks like somebody I dated at one point.
Yeah,
Maybe
when
that's
she's
what it is.
prancing around in her
Yeah.
underwear, then it's like, well, you know what? Maybe she's not so bad.
Move over, Deanna Troy. No room for you in the shower tonight.
I'm not sitting here jacking off over her, but my fondness for her went up as the movie went on, I will say.
She was fine. I just didn't need her at all. So my fondness for her didn't go up, and it's no fault of hers. I watched the old Crow after this one. I'm like, that's how you fucking do it. You're the Crow 2 minutes in. This
Yeah.
one, they spend way too much time in the before, kind of getting to learn more about them as a partnership, as a relationship, where the Crow just...
Scene 1 in the first movie, Crow is dead. It's 45 minutes into this movie.
Yeah. And in 94, like we talked about, you see a wedding dress at a crime scene, and you just know that something horrible has happened.
Mitch,
Yeah.
what did you think? Do you think she's a good actress, or
I would say I didn't find her like particularly offensive or anything. It's just that the script's not doing them any favors.
Yeah.
and like obviously Skarsgård's good in a lot of stuff too, but
Not in this.
you know, there's
Skarsgård
like
was bad? I think
He was outright
objectively
bad in this.
bad in
Yeah.
this, and
And he didn't want to talk about this
I
movie
like him
at
a
all.
lot. I like him a lot in like everything else. Barbarian,
I know this is
Nosferatu.
like one of those movies that was a project that had a bunch of different people connected to the Eric Draven role throughout like development at different points, and it just sort of ended up being him. And I don't know.
And they shot it like 2 years before it was released. And then when they were doing press for it, he's got Nosferatu coming out and all that. And he's just not interested in talking about The Crow at all.
Who would you cast as the Crow today?
Timothy Chalamet. He's
No.
he's got long hair. He's like an emo kid.
He's a twerp.
He's
He's not a fucking action hero.
He's like a twink. That's what the Crow is. The
Oh, yeah.
Crow's a twink. You know.
Is he a twink?
He's a twerp, a twink.
Coleman
Brandon
Domingue.
Lee's no twink, man. Brandon Lee would kick all three of our asses.
Yeah,
I'm
he's a
going
rocker.
Coleman Domingo.
Oh,
He's old though.
the best casting would probably be like some actual 20-year-old rock star.
Give me a 55-year-old guy out for revenge. That's fine.
Is
Yeah.
he 55?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's black and he's really handsome. He's probably like 20 years older than you think.
He could be the Grange.
So he could play 30.
He's aging backwards.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a good person for...
Maybe Lee Pace.
I don't know who this fucking guy is, but apparently everybody loves Lee Pace.
Oh, dude.
He wears those billowy clothes.
He just seems like he's too tall.
He's tall.
He's taller than Bill Skarsgard, and that's saying something.
The billowy clothes make him
Those
look
Skarsgårds
tall.
Funny at the Running Man premiere, there's like pictures because like Tom Cruise came out to support it with like Edgar Wright and whatever, Coleman Domingo and Lee Pace and Glenn Powell and all those guys are there. He's like, I'm at Running Man and having so much fun and I'm eating so much popcorn. And he's like taking all the pictures. He's like, I'm eating popcorn. I ate too much popcorn. He's standing next to Lee Pace. He must be like 2 steps up because he's almost eye to eye with Lee Pace in those pictures. And I'm like,
that's right.
There ain't no fucking way.
It would look weird to have a picture otherwise, though.
You're being very generous, Lee.
Every
Crouch
one of
down when you're next to me.
those popcorn pictures are
It's on his knees.
it's fucking bullshit, man.
He's never had a popcorn.
like Tom Cruise, they'll show videos of like, I love popcorn, I love eating it, but every time you see it, it's an empty bucket.
Yeah,
Because he
like-
ate it all. He loves it so much.
Everybody's
Yeah,
standing
too
around
much
with empty
popcorn.
buckets. Would you want to have dinner with Tom Cruise?
Oh, definitely. Oh, I would love to. I'd be dining out on the stories for the rest of my life. It'd be fantastic.
It would be cool if I could just like breeze into a dinner with Tom Cruise and breeze out in like a mysterious guy in the night. And
One thing's for sure, he's picking up the check.
And you would feel great afterwards. You'd be walking around on cloud 9 because he would just fill you with so many compliments.
Oh,
I'm suspicious of him.
I'm too broke to join Scientology, so I know he's not going to try to push any agenda on me.
I'm like, what's your game? Why are you taking me to dinner?
so who else we got in this movie? Danny Huston. He's the bad guy in this movie, just like in Naked Gun.
He's Vincent Rogue, a
He's tuned
crime
to the
lord.
exact same frequency as he is in Naked Gun.
It's directed by Rupert Sanders, who is like one of these guys. We've done a couple directors like this who out of nowhere get these big budgets. You don't really know what they've done. He's done like 4 movies that have really big budgets, and I think they
flops.
that are kind of floppish. And you're like, why does every 5 years they just decide to give this guy like millions of dollars?
He's he's burying people for studio executives or something
Gotta
like
be.
that.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
up with that? These directors that come out of nowhere and
Yeah.
like the studio just it's like, here's $80 million. Go make a tentpole blockbuster.
Snow White and the Huntsman, his first movie, $170 million.
They've all got like
Jesus.
big cast. Like that one has Chris Hemsworth and Kristen Stewart, right? He did the Ghost in the Shell movie.
$110 million. But okay, but there is a trend here.
Like, if
so,
you're a white guy, you can just keep failing and keep getting these checks.
okay, but yeah, so he's done 3 movies, 170 mil, 110 mil. Then he does The Crow, $50 million. So like,
Oh, it is.
Okay.
There is a trajectory.
it's a trajectory, but still, that's an insane amount of money.
Find me a woman or a person of color
yeah.
who's directing movies who gets this many chances.
Let him do
I'm
something
sorry. People are like, oh, sorry, Ryan Coogler. Sinners just broke even with like fucking 3 months worth of like sold out IMAX theaters. Sorry, I don't think you're gonna get to make movies again, even though
Yeah.
it's like critically,
Everyone
commercially
loves this.
fucking beloved.
Oh, hey, Rupert Sanders, here's $80 million.
Yeah.
You're
How much did you
retired
need?
now.
Oh, 120? Sure. Here's your it's your first feature. Go ahead.
Take it all.
Like,
Take it all.
you guys can't peel off $1 million for the guy from American Movie. Let somebody with a vision make a fucking project here.
Yeah, so that's another thing. This movie doesn't really have much of a style, of like a strong sense of style. Not like the 90s one did.
It
It's-
has a Netflix vibe.
It does have a Netflix
It looks
vibe.
like that.
Both these movies have kind of music video vibe. Like there's a lot of scenes of like a sad guy walking in the rain or whatever. They've got different kind of music video, but era appropriate music video vibe. But
I was bruised and battered. I didn't
Yeah.
know my own self.
Streets of Philadelphia.
Hey, Tom Hanks got AIDS. And Denzel's got AIDS too. Is that what
Everybody's
happens
got
in that movie?
Does Denzel get AIDS too?
No, he's the lawyer who's representing.
Oh yeah,
Tom
and
Cruise.
he's like
Yeah.
vaguely homophobic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
Just
the
the-
least homophobic person because
I
Tom
actually-
Hanks has to go through like 10 other people to get to him.
I actually
Yeah.
watched that movie like a year ago, and I've already forgotten about it. I'd like to dedicate this episode to Hadida, Sam.
producers of.
I'm sorry that your legacy didn't amount to a good film.
No, well, he did have. It looks like he was involved with the Resident Evils or something.
Better movies.
Yeah. Resident Evil Extinction.
Oh, Extinction's the best one.
Oh, and Resident Evil Final Chapter.
Or Afterlife. Was that not? Yeah.
They all blend together.
I know. I definitely know. I haven't seen all of them.
Pretty sure Extinction's the best one.
The Crow starts with Eric Draven as a boy. He comes upon a tragic scene. There's a horse in this rural area, it looks like a trailer kind of trash area. He's tied up. And it's all fucked up in some barbed wire.
Yeah, I got spooked or something. It's all tangled up and it's thrashing around. And little Eric Draven here needs to free the horse.
He's having sweaty
got that
nightmares.
little creep running around. No wonder your horses are getting all spooked.
Running into the barbed wire.
So this guy's just born to alleviate suffering. That's his only lot in life, is to find souls that are suffering and ease their pain.
Or did he cause it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
they just show him walking up. Maybe he was
this?
negligent. Maybe he wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think
he didn't hobble the horse well
I
enough
don't
at
think
night or
he's
something.
Siddhartha here.
The horse tried to escape. You don't try to escape over the barbed wire. That's what happens to you.
Horse ought to know better.
Sorry, he put the horse out of its misery?
He's trying to free it. He's not having much success. It's cutting to him having a nightmare in the present
So
day.
he didn't cut the horse's throat.
Again, I don't need any of this.
No.
I'm just gonna pop in throat. Be like, I don't need this. Cut this. Fuck this.
This is from the graphic novel, though, right?
Yeah, this actually was in there. I've never read it, but I saw watching YouTube videos that there's the horse thrashing around.
Is it all just from a graphic novel? Like, what is the history of the comics with this movie? I'm so unfamiliar with
I
it.
think it is just one graphic novel, but I noticed in the '90s movie, it's credited as based on the comic book and comic strip.
Oh, so it's like Doonesbury?
Yeah, so I was like, is this was there a
Right in
serialized?
between Hagar the Horrible and fucking Blondie and Dagwood.
It's weird. It's like,
There's Shelley getting her clothes torn off and fucking stabbed 100
I can't
times.
wait to see tomorrow's issue. Just one panel at a time, baby.
I forgot about this and we didn't mention it on the last episode, but the guy who wrote The Crow, he wrote it out of grief too.
Mm-hmm.
You
He
knew
was
this,
the
right?
Crow.
I didn't pick up on that.
No, he lost his wife or
Aw.
fiance in a tragic car accident, I believe. Yeah, in the throes of grief, he came up with this idea and he wrote this comic as somebody who could set things right, and this was a big cathartic thing for him.
Mm-hmm.
And this piece of work that he made, it meant a lot to him, and then it obviously resonated with lots and lots of people as a surprise hit in that world. After Brandon Lee died and all that, he actually said that he regretted ever writing it because he's I didn't mean for it to cause more fucking
Weird.
tragedy.
Wow. I mean, yeah.
But
That's funny.
It's just
There's no
funny.
way.
Yeah, no, but it's funny. The butterfly flaps its wings.
The quirks of fate.
Ashton Kutcher's famous all of a sudden.
I heard
Ashton Kutcher should have died on the set of The Crow. Boy, we'd live in a better world.
it reminds me of the dude who invented the microphone or the megaphone or something. I always heard he regretted inventing it because a bunch of Hitler used it to talk to crowds of people and stuff, dictators and authoritarians. He was like, I invented mass communication. Why did I do that?
Yeah, fucking street preachers didn't have anything to go with before that guy. You could just ignore them.
Yeah, you just had to go 12 steps away.
Just put your fingers in your ears like so.
La la la.
I can't hear you, Idi Amin.
Megaphone.
We got those guys all over my neighborhood now. The Black Israelites.
Yeah.
These megaphones.
I'm like, oh yeah, they're loud. I've seen them in cities in the States, lots in all my travels, but they're all over my neighborhood now too. I was like, holy shit, oh, it's those guys. These aren't your run-of-the-mill Christian street preachers. These are Black Israelites. They're like, yeah, blacks are going back to Zion, and we're the
That's
chosen
right.
people. I'm like, okay, interesting.
Still very loud, though, but interesting.
Very loud. And I don't think you're really catching a lot of fish here, but okay.
Curse the inventor of the megaphone. Curse him.
Never once did I.
May he rest in hell.
Rest in power.
Yeah, we get pretty much. Yeah, he waxes a little poetic, talking about same as the other movie about how when you love someone, you love them so much, and even when you die, then your heart dies. And
Why do you turn into Antonio Banderas all of a sudden?
I thought that was Jean-Claude Van Damme. When you die, I show you how to die. Yeah,
When you die, you turn French and Spanish
all at once. You're European.
You exist across multiple borders.
Now I'm Swedish, Crow.
Shelly in this movie, Shelly is FKA Twigs. She's a little different than her counterpart in the 90s one. We see she gets a little message from a friend of hers, Zadie.
When does this happen?
I guess this must have happened before she met Eric.
So like this is kind of what leads her to go into rehab? Is
I
that
think
what this?
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she gets arrested.
That's right. We get a little tantalizing hint. We
But then
see
why
her.
did she go to rehab? Is that what happens when you get arrested?
She did too much drugs.
When your parents are rich, I
the
guess.
cops catch her in this. With
You never
some
been
drugs.
arrested and thrown to rehab?
She like
I have.
you said no.
Exactly.
I guess this is a MacGuffin, this video that's being sent around for a while. We don't really know what's on it. We just see people's reactions to it for the first bit of the movie. Like you hear some violence happening on this kind of cell phone video that's being circulated. And Zadie tells Shelly that she's like she's worried that the bad guys have found out that they have access to this video and that they're going to be hunted down. Zadie makes her way to her apartment, and sure enough, the bad guy thugs are waiting there for her. The main bad guy, like the henchman in this, is Marion, Laura Byrne.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's I guess, Roeg.
Can we get
Rogue?
Laura Dern, please?
Yeah, this is
Who the fuck is this? I asked for Laura Dern.
Laura Byrne.
This is Laura Byrne. Oh, shit. Don't tell her. Okay.
It's bad news bears. Something bad's gonna happen to Zadie. We don't know. Shelly's all freaking out. She goes down to street level to go and walk to Zadie's place and bumps into a cop, and a bunch of coke spills out of her purse, and that's why she gets arrested. The cops are like, "Oh, here's your coke on the ground."
She has so much coke in her purse.
Bad luck.
It is like
It was like a bunch of pills and stuff, wasn't it, too?
It might have been pills.
It was just an assortment.
yeah.
it's
drugs.
it's a highly incriminating thing. It's like you don't want that falling out of your pocket.
It happens. It happens.
It was the drug collection in Fear and Loathing. Just a case full of everything. Uppers, downers.
In the rehab facility.
Draven is showering all naked. He's Eric Draven.
Do we see his butt?
I think we do,
I
yeah.
think we see his butt.
butt's exposed.
See,
No
extra
front.
half star for this movie. We see Skarsgard's butt.
He's kind of got like the Joker in the Jared Leto Joker. He's got like those
Yeah.
tattoos.
So I think
He's like,
that's
Like the biggest knock against this movie.
yeah.
and I think that caused a lot of the backlash. That didn't help alleviate any of the backlash because the Joker, Jared Leto's Joker, left such a bad taste in everybody's mouth, and
Nobody
this style
wants
is
that.
tapping into the same energy for sure.
Yeah.
That people were just up in arms about it, and they would have been anyways. And then now they're really fucking furious.
But he kind of looks like he does look like a more modern, in the 90s when Eric was a rock star. In this, I don't know what he is, some kind of DJ or something.
I don't know, it's like a gutter-
SoundCloud, a shitty
He's a
SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah, he looks like a Little Xan or something, right? Little Xan tattoos. Like
Yeah.
one of these guys.
He's a cute boy, though.
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgard's a very cute boy. I don't know who you guys think are the cutest boys. He's a cute boy.
He's the cutest boy in this movie.
He's always struck me as strange and sallow looking, but also very tall and muscular. So I could
That's some people's type.
take him over the Northman, the guy, his Skarsgård brother.
Oh, definitely.
Ugh.
Alexander's way too butch for me.
What about Papa Skarsgård?
I love
I
love Stellan. I really do.
Yeah.
I'll take you in for a cuddle.
I saw him recently saying on some interview about how Palestine and shit keeps him up at night. And he's
Ugh.
like, anybody with a fucking conscience should be fucking disgusted by what they're seeing. And I'm like, thank you for just making me feel less insane. The Skarsgårds, they're good in my books, man. I like them.
Yeah.
The whole clan.
How many are there? There's like 4 or 5 of them.
There's Peter Sarsgaard.
No, there's more.
He's a different
Skarsgård.
guy.
Yeah, it's sneaky
He's an okay-
Sarsgaard trying to
He's
sneak
an okay
in.
actor. He's like Adam Baldwin. You think
Yeah.
you think he's part of the Baldwins?
The illustrious Baldwin.
No, there's Gustav and Walter too.
Baldwin. He came back from the dead.
It was me all along.
Stellan Skarsgård has 8 children, including Alex.
Fuck yeah.
And 5 of which
He's
have
coming.
Wikipedia articles.
Cream pie.
Alexander, Gustav, Bill,
Wow.
Walter, and Kjolbjorn.
Oh, Kjolbjorn.
He's a child actor, so he'll be like tall and hunky soon enough, I'm sure.
Wow. He must have some serious age gap between his oldest and youngest kids.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I'm
Good for
guessing
him.
there are
Oh my god.
multiple
Okay, so Cole
mothers.
Bjorn is 13 and Alexander is 49. So yeah, 36
holy-
years.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Pretty impressive. He's he's almost in that Al Pacino, De Niro, rarefied
Yeah,
air
Mick
category.
Jagger.
It's fucking insane. So Stellan
I had
Skarsgård
my
is
best friend-
74. He's gonna be pushing 80 when his kid graduates high school.
At least he's got lots of money. Well, people are having kids at older and older ages now.
People our parents' age were having kids in their 20s and stuff. More and more people are having their kids in their 30s. And these rich actors are like, they're going up to their octogenarian. They're going up to 80.
Fuck it. I'm
Yeah.
65. I'm nutting.
Or just Nick Cannon, guys like that. Just guys who are like, I'm rich. I don't have to ever worry about money. I'm nutting.
Which celebrity has the most kids? Like Nick Cannon is up there, I think. He's got a bunch and he's quite young,
Yeah.
so he's got time on his side. Stellan Skarsgård, he's got 8 kids, but he's 74. He's got 1 or 2 left. Nick
likely
Cannon can
done.
fucking go.
Yeah, and Nick Cannon, it seems like he's making that some kind of mission. where-
Ladies, please stop letting him
yeah.
fucking shoot inside
Stop
you.
letting
Yeah.
Nick
Blast
Cannon.
up
He's got
inside.
12 kids. Stop
Well,
letting Nick Cannon
yeah.
nut inside you.
If I could
Him?
get one message across.
Him and Elon Musk, they both seem to have that thing where they're just going out there and like messaging ladies and just like they have it in their head that it's very important that they have a bunch of kids, like it's a duty or something.
Fucking barf.
It's really too much. It's he's got 14. That's fucked up.
That's nuts. That's more than a baker's dozen.
Take a guess what the world record for the most children born to a single person.
I'm gonna say like 20.
What about you, Luke?
39.
69.
Oh,
What?
nice.
That's crazy. Is it the father or
A Russian woman named Valentina Vasiliev.
Woman?
Yes. And her husband Fyodor
Crazy.
Vasiliev are alleged to hold the record for the most children a couple has produced.
How is that
I guess you would
possible?
need twins.
16 pairs of twins, 7 sets of triplets,
Okay.
and 4 sets of
Fertility drugs.
quadruplets. In the 18th century.
Oh fuck! Really? Wow.
Yeah, 27 pregnancies.
They just
And
kept going and going.
Second place is 57, then
Get
53.
off her, man.
You really like give her a
Goddamn.
fucking break.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't have all those multiples, the twins and the triplets, 27 pregnancies is too many.
She's like the brood queen at that point.
Yeah, that's one or two too many. So the other druggies, they corner him, they're bullying him. They're like, "Hey, say something, weirdo," and he's real stoic.
yeah.
We saw his like tight little buns and his tattoos.
He's like 6'4" or something. Like these Skarsgårds are
Tall,
gigantic.
Yeah.
And he's like in good. I just don't see these guys picking on him because he's like twice as big as any of them.
But he's a sad boy, and he's a musician.
He is such a sad boy.
He doesn't want to fight.
Is he a musician in this one?
Well, I guess he's like a poet.
Shelley is a musician
Yeah,
in this one.
he writes like
writes
poems
shitty
down.
poetry, yeah.
And he draws.
Yeah, I tell chicks I'm a musician too because I write shitty poetry.
we can combine our
It works
talents.
great.
In contrast, where Eric Draven in the 90s was just way too emotionally available, Eric Draven in the 2020s, he's emotionally shut off.
I'm a blank slate. Yeah, there's a few things that this movie does the exact opposite of The Crow, including the ending.
So yeah, group therapy. The counselor says using drugs is the easy way out to hide the pain. And Draven, he's playing with his shiv alone in his room that night. He peeps out from the door hole and he sees Shelley, FKA Twigs, being brought into the facility also. And he's writing in his journal, whatever. So we meet Mr. Rogue.
Later on, we find out this journal. Like, do you remember in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind how, like, when Jim Carrey's a kid, he's like drawing like hentai in his bed and jerking off to it? Like,
Yeah,
we find out
yeah.
that's what this journal is later on.
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
As soon as he sees Shelley walks in, I gotta draw. I need to go to my journal.
Hey, I get it. You're there in rehab. You got to crank off to something.
Worth pointing out, this is like
Crank
high voltage, baby. High voltage. It's worth pointing out, this is the nicest rehab facility ever. Like, it's in a secluded,
Ever?
wooded area. It's gorgeous. You're in beautiful.
Seen some of those Betty Ford clinics where the Hollywood stars go.
This is like that. I mean, different, but like they're in a forest. Betty Ford ones might be on a mountain.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I don't think they were ever really clear about why or how he's there.
No,
He's
just
a mystery.
he's their local hentai drawer.
I'm here to wear pastel pink.
You're drawing too much hentai, son. There's only one way to get off tentacle porn. We're taking your pencils away and we're drying you out.
Mandatory.
Yeah.
It's just in bed, fucking strapped down, screaming, I gotta draw tentacle rape.
And smash his hands.
Just sweating.
Smash his hands. He can't draw anymore.
It'll be better after the first night. Second night will be hell.
It's for your own good, Sonny.
His drawings are very disturbing. They kind of look like in every horror movie where there's a kid who like makes a scary drawing or whatever, like of the monster. This is the monster that visits me at night, Mommy.
Usually their
Maybe these
deranged drawings progress past an age 7 level, but this Eric Draven's a special case.
And this one's a fire truck.
This is the
This'll
pretty
be a
lady.
window into his madness.
Is this me?
Is this me, Eric? That's very good, Eric.
He must have the mind of a child based on this poetry and how awful it is. Mr. Rogue, Danny Huston. He's smoking a fat cigar, chilling at a fancy party. He's playing Danny Huston in this movie.
Yeah.
A young protege is brought before him.
There's a comely lass. She plays the piano. This is Rogue's deal. He's like some kind of piano guy. He likes to feed on piano things. He's a rich cultured, like I guess Hannibal Lecter-ish villain.
Yeah, and you're not really tuned into the full extent of what he is, because he'll say things like, oh, I've seen a lot of the greats play, and who knows what that means.
Yeah, could have been anyone. And
Turns out it's Mozart and
Yeah,
Bach.
Chopin.
He's
player.
been around for hundreds of years. He's got the comely lass is this new like protege he wants to watch play, but Marion, his like henchman, swoops in and reveals that we found her. We found Zadie, the girl who had the videotape earlier.
To be fair, I would not describe her, the piano player, as a comely lass.
She's very comely.
She looks like she's playing under duress.
She ain't fucking comely yet.
You think Mr. Rogue's gonna go with a not comely lass?
She's uncomfortable every time Mr. Rogue is in the same room as her.
Yeah, but she's a little
I think
fascinated.
it's her youth and her ability to play piano.
I think she likes. Well, his whole thing is that he's some kind of weird vampire that feeds on innocence, and he loves. He's made a deal with the devil where he sends souls down to hell, and in exchange, he's lived like 100 lifetimes.
God, I hate this. It's so stupid.
Another thing this movie does. We've seen this in The Howling 2. You see this in badly written movies where they over-explain everything. You need to know why the bad guy is doing the bad stuff, and you need to know about the world that's being built off screen, because you bet they're going to make another 2 or 3 or 4 Crow movies if this thing's halfway successful, which it wasn't. He made a deal with the devil, and certain souls are worth more than other souls. An innocent soul is worth 10 criminal souls or whatever. Like, he's not interested in sending those people down to hell. He wants to
No. He's got Zadie tied up in this, like, the Dexter kill rooms with the plastic wrap all over the walls and everything, and he kind of lays it all out to her, where he's like, the devil gets plenty of dirty old souls like mine. He's thirsty for your kind of soul, the souls of innocence. That's the trade-off that we do. He's like, he drops the whole origin story. He's killed hundreds like her.
And
he's been for centuries. He's done it.
It was cool in the 90s, Crow. Like, they didn't even mention the devil or anything like that.
No.
It was kind of like not religious at all.
No.
You just had to believe in a soul, and that's all that it was. It didn't really.
Even this movie.
Yeah, I liked how just vaguely metaphysical the first one was. It didn't have to get into. Well, this is purgatory, and if you're wondering what it looks like and what it feels like, don't worry, we'll see it 6 or 7 times. And the other one, there's okay, well, this is the unknowable. You're reckoning with the idea of death, the beyond. Can the soul live on? These are real questions, and they should be unknowable, unanswerable, even to people of faith. And this movie, it's just absolutely fucking puts everything under a microscope to where it's just exhausting.
Rogue, his thing is he does the way he sucks up their souls is he gets right in close to your ear and starts whispering sweet nothings in your ear.
So what? These are good souls. Good souls will go to heaven if they die of natural causes. He whispers these sweet nothings, these dark thoughts into their head, and it causes them to commit suicide, and then that damns their souls to hell. So he's just kind of that's how I read his powers.
So he drops his origin story on her. He talks into her ear. She fucking slashes her own throat with a dagger that he gives her.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got this big ceremonial dagger that he always totes around to give to people when he's whispering in their
Gotta
ears.
love a ceremonial dagger
Hey.
with a curvy blade,
That's
the
the
wavy
one.
blade.
And I do.
You gotta do it in style.
Yeah.
If you don't use the
What they're
right
for.
dagger, you're not using ceremonial dagger, then the soul doesn't go to the devil.
So this guy who was
That's
like
not established, but I mean, we know that from real life.
Danny Huston, Mr. Rogue, who is like an actual demon, is way less dressed to the nines than Wilcott was
Yeah.
in the last
Wincott?
movie. Wincott.
More of a normal rich guy look.
Yeah, he just looks like a normal. He's trying to blend in. He's not a freak,
Yeah.
like anarchist crime boss.
He's not the vampire Lestat. He's not
Yeah.
anything like that. A New Orleans
No,
vampire.
this is a man of culture. He
And
goes
to
to
be
the
fair,
opera.
Top Dollar never goes into public
No.
in The Crow. He's always up in his
true.
little penthouse.
He's cutting eyes and fucking his sister.
His crack den, basically.
doing crack.
from his incest lounge to abandoned church and back and forth. And that's kind of his day-to-day commute.
That's how you know he's made it. He's the
Hey
top
man,
dog.
everybody's got to punch the clock.
Eric and Shelley, they're going to start bonding here. In the exercise yard, everyone's doing jumping jacks, except for Eric. He's really half-assing it, and I love this drill sergeant who has no qualms. Or he's a guard, whatever. He has no qualms, just screaming in Draven's face, telling him how much of a fuck-up he is.
Yeah, this is a co-ed facility. I think this is the first time we see that. Boys and girls are hanging out together here. So that's kind of a fun jail. That's like the rehab you want. I mean,
It took me way too long to clue into the fact that this was a rehab facility and not a jail. I'm sure it was probably written on a signpost or something like that I just missed, but I'm just like, this is a strange
it's
jail
a
facility.
non-voluntary rehab facility.
Shelley and Draven, they're making their flirty eyes at each other in the cafeteria. They're bonding over their tattoos. He's like, "Here, I've got a tattoo on my face." And she's got a tattoo on her arm. It's the cry. Her tattoo says "Cry now, smile later" or something.
Laugh now, cry later.
What
Yeah.
about cry now, cry later?
He makes a really funny joke. He's like, "For me, it's more like
Do
a
the Bill
cry."
Skarsgård impression you were doing earlier.
I gotta tap into it. It goes like, "What happened to my powers? You stole my powers. I can't heal anymore. I can't talk to Shelley anymore."
Like Jean-Claude Van
A
Damme.
little bit. Little Jean-Claude, a little Antonio.
Well, I got some kind of powers. I can heal.
Powers. They're powers.
Do I have powers?
Kronos, are you telling me I can heal? That's the name of his Morpheus in this movie. I don't know if you guys picked up on that.
No, I didn't.
Kronos.
My name is Eric Draven.
I need a
I'm
good
going to kick your ass.
Kronos ass. Right
hard.
back.
I high kick like this.
It's a meet cute.
Hey, but I'm Eric Draven.
Shelley's impressed by
I kick him.
Shelly tells him this joke. She's like, "Do you know what kind of tea is hard to drink?
No.
Reality."
I
I think she told it bad, and also I actually literally read that joke on a Bazooka Joe rapper.
Oh, there you go.
And I remembered it because I was like, that's like an oddly
That's
like
existential.
dark jerk joke for
Yeah.
for a bubblegum rapper.
You know,
But
it's
it
a
was-
hard pill to swallow.
Well,
It was the hardest tea to swallow. Reality. And I remember being like, whoa.
That's deep, yeah.
do you think Eric Draven's chewing Bazooka Joe, though? He
Well-
grew up on some farm where they just
Nah,
have barbed
double
wire
bubble
everywhere.
at best.
I can picture him, though, with his nice pink uniform, blowing a nice pink bubble. I think pink looks good.
Easy,
with
Mitch.
him.
You're sounding like those bullies who were hassling him in the shower.
Hey, pink guy. You like wearing pink? I think it looks nice.
Rooster Dink pink.
Is that the shade?
I work in the color industry, yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, they've had a bit of a meet cute. Then we kind of get some of their relationship blossoming and evolving. They're watching the movie. They go to the movie theater in the facility, and they're making eyes at each other from a couple rows over, flirting, sticking out tongues, flicking them. Blah, 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 blah.
You know they want to be doing heavy French.
They're doing the big group session. They're getting closer. They're getting closer. They're meeting each other, and then finally Shelley comes and visits him in his room.
Yeah.
And his room's been tossed. It's been completely tossed over by the guards.
This big group session is very cheesy and cute, I guess. It's everybody standing in a big circle, and then like the guy guiding the session will be like, take a step forward if any of you have ever felt insignificant in life. And then everybody takes a step forward. And then he's like, take a step forward if you've had a fucked up parents. And then everybody who did that takes a step forward until it's just Eric and Shelley are the only ones left taking a step forward. And he's like, take a step forward if you're eager to fall in love with somebody. It becomes soulmates. And then
Really?
they go, not quite that on the nose, but it's like,
Take a step forward if you would jump off of a bridge for somebody you
And they-
love.
I
Yeah.
think my eyes rolled into the back of my head like Danny Huston whispered into my ear, and I might have like stuck a fucking knitting needles into my ears and
Yeah.
eyes at this point because I don't remember this scene at all.
just a
no.
high-pitched noise went through your mind. And you woke up with blood on your hands.
Like 10
Where
minutes
was
in.
I?
Haven't seen my cat since.
But yeah, they're bonding, Eric and Shelley, and they're kind of getting to
They
know
have
each
some
other.
chemistry.
Yeah, they have all right chemistry.
If I want to try and say nice things about the movie.
They're both weirdos. She goes into his trashed room. Yeah, they just messed his room up, and it's naughty. I don't think the girls are supposed to go into the boys' rooms in here, but
No, they outside of their planned activities, I don't think they're supposed to really interact at all. And yeah, nobody in this prison likes him at all. The guards don't like him because he can't be broken. He's confident. He's
That's
quiet
right.
but confident.
he's self-assured. He's got the steely eyes of a raven or a crow
It's hard to tell.
or a draven.
I'm Eric Draven. What is that really your last name?
You can call me that. I like it when people call me that. Yeah, they see. They look out across, down on the balcony, and they see some bad news. Marion the henchman and Shelley's mother are entering the facility to come approach her, and they're going to her room. They don't realize that she's in Eric's room. So
Yeah, Shelley doesn't want to see them one little bit. So they decide that they're going to run off to the laundry room and they're going to hatch an escape plan. They've got these ankle monitors on. They cut them off like they're not even there.
it's a pretty easy escape, all told.
She found a cute boy. They go make love in a Model T.
Yeah.
And then the Titanic hits an iceberg.
Yeah.
As you do.
There's no suspense to this escape at all, which is
Which is fine, whatever. They're
It's
just
sort of
getting
fine,
out.
but also
It's kind of
kinda-
comical.
give me something. Give me something in this movie.
It's like he was just biding his time. He's got the shiv, and he uses that to cut off the ankle monitors. Then he's like, let's go down to the laundry room.
He's got a sweet prison shiv.
Yeah. Yeah, they showed it earlier, and you think that he might use it on these guys who are bullying him or whatever, but he never did. He doesn't use it for violence.
No, it's like a Swiss Army knife. He'll like cut off his ankle monitor. He'll stab a guard. He'll pop a bottle of champagne. Whatever he's got to do.
Break his TV that's screening 2024's The Crow.
It's like it never happened. Out of sight, out of mind. And yeah, they just crawl through a vent. They're going to the laundry room, and there's a vent, and he's like, this vent goes outside. Let's leave.
They're Gonzville, baby. After they leave, they hop in the back of a pickup truck, and they're gone. They're gone. They're gone to the big city.
those people?
Who were
Former
those
life.
people?
They're from a former life. Don't have to worry about
Tommy
them.
Wiseau. Who were those people?
So yeah, Bill Skarsgard's voice in this movie.
You betray me, Shelley.
It made me realize that aside from Barbarian, which he's not in very much, I'm mostly familiar with him doing weird
Monsters.
voices.
Yeah.
Monsters, Europeans, whatever. He is really having a tough time with pulling off a consistent American accent
I
in this
think
movie.
he can do one. He's making a choice here. I don't know what the choice is.
I don't know, but it's really like sometimes he's like from New York, sometimes he's from fucking I don't know.
He's not quite a Doug Jones, but you're right. He is kind of those roles that involve more makeup or, assuming a more weirdo identity. He's sort of fallen into that.
Well, he has a really elasticy face.
Yes.
Like he can articulate super well with his.
He can move his
physically.
eyes independently,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah.
Like, legitimately.
Yeah,
he
he
did that on a couple talk shows.
He did that for it, and
Yeah.
what a great thing to have. So they go in the city. Shelley takes him to this absolutely amazing pad.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy.
It's a loft, and also earlier when Shelley got the call, I'm like, what the fuck? This is a nice apartment. Like, Shelley comes from money. She's got rich friends, and her buddy here lets her use this place whenever, but
Yeah.
he's off living in
don't have to worry about him.
Antigua.
He just travels the world hanging out on beaches and stuff, and they get to crash in his pad.
Now they're really getting to know each other. He wants to have a bath or a shower, and she's like, no, I need you to be as dirty and stinky as possible. Yeah, and then they have a nice little bubble bath. They smoke some pot. They're getting to know. They're getting intimate.
Yeah.
They're telling each other secrets. They're telling each other some of their fondest memories, their deepest, darkest fears, all that stuff.
They're doing an amufu.
And as this is all sweet and tender, I just
An
don't need
amour
it. Where's the
fou?
fucking
Yeah.
crow?
I just want crows. Where's the makeup? It's a little Badlandsy, you know. Got the boy and the girl,
Yeah.
just the two of them with their back against the wall, just two of them against. I think that's the vibe they're kind of going for.
Gassenhauer, a little bit of
Yeah.
Little green
a
book.
little bit of Shelley.
Dun, dun, dun,
The
dun,
narration would have gone a long way to Badlands.
Yeah, I never knew why Eric had those tattoos all over his face.
Dear Shelley, your eyes are like a summer spring.
When she's going through his diary and reading his poems, the hills was so green as a green emerald on your finger. It gets really serious. She's like, how many people have you loved? Like, truly loved? And he's shakes his head. And I guess they're truly, madly, deeply in love now.
TMD.
Yeah, I guess, you know what? I think this might be an important pivotal point in his character because they repeat this another like 3 or 4 fucking times in this movie.
Yeah. I love you so much.
It's like, if you can flash back on the most significant experience in your life, do it now.
So the filmmakers, they said they really wanted. They're like, well, it won't mean anything to you if you don't understand what love is. If you don't feel the love, then it won't mean anything to you when it's taken away. And that was their whole guiding light in making half this movie about their love story. And I just think it's just demonstrably wrong.
I think
from the jump, like that idea.
Yeah, I think it's so much more powerful to just plant the seed of that love has been stripped away and let everybody else fill in the blanks. Because when this
I
happens,
think
like
everybody understands. Even as a child,
Yeah.
I understood what it would be like to like lose your love.
like as a kid, you lose your teddy bear,
You
and
lose
you're
your
just
teddy bear.
you
You
know
think about maybe losing your parents someday. Like,
Yeah.
you like everybody understands what loss is.
Yeah, they dredge a body out of a lake. It's Zadie's body. There's this crooked cop who's calls Marion up. Marion, you've got a problem. And she calls up Danny Huston, and he's like, I find this all very tiresome. He's just sitting alone in a concert hall now, watching his comely lass play piano on the stage. And he's like, I want this. This ends here.
and this
Deal
is
with
fucking
here."
weird, man. Like
I think she comes around to Rogue as the movie goes along. You got to play the game if you want to.
Rogue is a very he's very wealthy and kind of shadowy and mysterious, and he's able to pull these people into his gravity.
Yeah.
And he'll put them off guard, and then he'll spring his on you.
Eric and Shelley continue to bond hardcore. They're hanging out. They've got a friend group now. They're out at the beach. They're all jumping in the water, swimming, cannonballing and stuff.
We don't want any heavy French. We just want some hardcore bonding.
Yeah, hard bondage. Shelley tells him, I don't want it to end. And he's like, it never has to end.
You know what this movie made me realize? I am just so sad that I never had a quarry in my life.
Oh, yeah.
And you see this in a lot of movies, but I just fucking love the idea of just going to swim in an old quarry where it goes down deep.
Swimming
It's
hole.
a good
Yeah.
swimming hole though, like with the steep walls. You can just jump off. You got cliffs every which way.
Yeah, not any dangerous
Yeah, they're not
rods.
easy to come by.
Not in this neck of the
And
woods.
definitely dangerous. I mean, we have shitty, silty lakes all over our province. I
And
mean,
those are
we
fine.
live in a country with more lakes in it than every other place in the world combined.
You heard of Minnesota? Fuck you.
Land of
Minnesota
1,000
has
bullshit.
fewer lakes than Alberta alone has.
Yeah,
Pathetic.
I don't know if that's true. Has fewer than Manitoba.
we said it. It's got to
We
be
have
true.
a lot. Do you ever go to Mexico and do the cenotes? They're like caves, but you can swim in them.
Oh, okay. So, a swimming cave.
Like the grotto at the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah, there'd be like various kinds of grottos, and you can like swim around in them.
I like that.
That'd be so cool if those were everywhere.
Yeah, apparently the grotto is pretty nasty, though. Turns out a Hugh Hefner,
Yeah, sorry
just a
about
pool
that.
of his jizz. Swimming it.
That was such like a dream of mine when I was like a fucking knuckleheaded 20-year-old.
Yeah.
It's just something.
Yo, wouldn't it be fucking sick to go to the Playboy Mansion, yo?
Yeah.
Dude, we could be in the grotto.
Can you imagine shit goes down there?
There was such a mythology about it, though.
Ugh.
But Shelley and Eric, they've kind of turned this into their crunchy gutter punk music lair, hangout love nest. They're in there hanging out. They go for a walk. They're smooching on the roof. Shelley reveals her origin. Her mom made her perform piano at a young age, and for bad people that she was too young to be playing for, and she saw things that she shouldn't have seen and did things that if Eric knew what she did, he would not even love her anymore. It's a big secret.
Don't worry, that's not going to come up later at all.
No, she's being dramatic.
So is there a little love nest? Is that pad that they went to initially? Because I thought it was a different location altogether.
I think it is. I'm not sure where this is.
She's got a little studio here, right?
But they definitely fuck up her buddy's place pretty good. They're like spraying champagne everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was
Take it
a
like-
different place.
They end up going for a walk. They end up on a bridge, looking over the bridge. Shelley's she's like, if I jumped off the bridge, would you jump off too? Is that how in love we are? You know, one of these scenarios.
You jump, right, Jack?
You don't need to see every fucking thing. You don't need to watch the whole movie twice. Everything that we're seeing comes up later in a flashback. Just have him looking at a lamppost or whatever's reminding him of his tortured past.
We need to, now we all love them. We're so invested in their relationship. They go back to their apartment, and finally, these two lovebirds get murdered. Pretty
Fucking finally.
They get white bagged over the head like a see-through bag and kind of get suffocated. Look like the bad guys make them stare at each other while they're suffocating them.
And I found this whole scene to be pretty effective. It was profoundly uncomfortable. Where
There is something about watching a person gasp for air with like a bag stretched over their face.
oh yeah, like it looked like a terrifying thing for the actors to do too. Like it looks like they are really gagging on bags. They're gag bagging here.
They got gag bagged, and now the problem's all cleaned up. The bad guys don't have to worry about Shelley anymore. The nasty loose ends.
Movie over.
Happy ending. Rogue wins.
Rogue wins. Actually, Rogue was in Marvel vs. Capcom, Mitchell.
That's
not
true.
Mortal Kombat.
I got it mixed up. The bad guys aren't nearly as cool in this movie. There's no Tintin fun boy. There's no like David Patrick Kelly.
No, and that was the other thing. This movie's just so dour. No texture. There's no fun dialogue. There's no fun shit that you get in the first movie. Like, it's just a bunch of henchmen with no personality.
Standard suit wearing bad guys. Nobody's got that cool. The first movie does have that comic book quality of that heightened reality cranked up to 11.
The first one's like Dick Tracy, where every fucking person is a personality and has got some weird thing that really makes them stand apart from everybody else.
Now Eric is dead. Shelley is dead. There's a stylized kind of thing where they're in a pool of dark water and they're getting further away from each other. Eric's reaching out and he gets sucked up into this strange land of the dead.
If this whole sequence happened too fast, it'll happen another 3 times before this movie is over.
This land of the dead, I don't know what it is. It looks like there's just like floating bridges and stuff everywhere.
I swear to God, it's Sam Hadid thinks I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, now we meet Kronos, who is sort of the Morpheus of this world. He's gonna be Eric's guide into the land of the dead and his new powers and stuff.
So Kronos, it actually means time.
Which is weird, because he seems to be a timeless sort.
I feel like
Little
for
bit of
the
irony
budget
for
of this
you.
movie, they could have got an actor I recognize.
Yeah.
Not that this guy's bad, but
No, you expect someone, I don't know, a little...
get us someone on the Lawrence Fishburne level.
Yeah.
I don't know what this guy's from. I've never seen him in anything.
Throw Morgan Freeman in there. He likes to play these god guys.
Morgan Freeman's too good, but you know that they were totally going for a Jeffrey Wright feel.
Oh, a Jeffrey Wright would have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be
Yes.
really good. They're in the wacky crow world, and he reveals that when someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. But if something so bad happens, then sometimes the soul can't make it there, and it gets held back until it can deal with its unfinished business or whatever.
Yeah, and this purgatory is a train station. It's a dilapidated train station. It's got weeds and grasses
Overgrown.
growing out. Yeah, there's little puddles. It's dank. It's leaky.
That's our purgatory, ladies and gentlemen. We get to spend the next fucking 40 minutes looking at it, basically.
Yeah, and you know what? Matrix did this 20 years ago.
Yeah,
You don't need to pick a different purgatory than a train station.
the old
Pick something thematically relevant to the movie. What the fuck does this guy have to do with trains?
No.
You ever think about the meaning of trains though, and how they're sort of
Imagine
transitory?
how it's a waste,
and they carry you from one realm to another.
Eric does not believe all this. Believe it or not, he can't believe his eyes that he's in the land of the dead. And so then
He says, above.
he says, "No, it's all a nightmare. Let me out of here."
Bork, bork.
And then Kronos just gives him a push into the water, and he just kind of goes through and tumbles back into our real world. He awakens in his apartment at the scene of the murder. There's somebody in there. It's this crooked cop that we saw earlier discover Zadie's body. He's working with the bad guys, and they get into a pretty good fight. They're punching. He shoots Eric right in the torso.
Well, this is pretty good because the crooked cop, he's coming back, and he suspects that there's somebody else there. He's got some good crooked cop instincts.
You got to in that line of work.
Yeah, there's a little bit of suspense here, but also...
Yeah, this character doesn't matter.
You got good cricket cop instincts.
Not
You
bad.
could really go places on this force.
Yeah, they fight, they tussle. The cop seems to be beating the crap out of Eric, but Eric gives one last mighty punch, gets the knife from him, and it's knife to meet you, officer. He stabs him,
So
ending his life.
He should have said that. He should have said that.
is the crow, does he get tired?
Oh,
Indefatigable. How do you say that word?
yeah.
Infatigable? Indefatigable?
Indefatigable.
He's undefeatable.
Indefatigable.
He can't be defeated.
So he's sure he can heal. He doesn't feel pain, but
Yeah.
does he get tired out?
Does he need to rest?
Is he susceptible to a rope-a-dope?
You're right. This movie should have spent 20 more minutes breaking down what his powers are and aren't.
Kronos, please go more into my powers. I need to know, can I be tired or not?
I need to know.
Please, Kronos, tell me.
I can't tell
Enough champagne to fill the Nile.
Well, I was thinking Gal Gadot, too.
You're starting to sound like...
You're in... Max Lord, you're in grave danger.
Shelley, I need the stone.
Where's my powers?
Yeah,
You're in grave danger.
He's like Wolverine, right? Same as in the 94 Crow. His wounds heal up in that way. They kind of, you'll get an open hole, and then they kind of close up. He's very painful, it seems like, to him. He screams as this happens, a little more so than the 90s movies. So,
He eats a lot of shit in this movie, which, like I
Yeah.
said already, that's fun.
I appreciate it.
it's good.
I really do like when the bad guy gets the shit knocked out of him.
When
Yeah.
the good guy gets the shit knocked out of him.
All the guys. I just want everybody to have their shit knocked out of them.
Yeah. Well, I think we've
Shit
talked.
pushed in, knocked out,
Yeah, exactly.
whatever.
There is something noirish about the Crow movies, and that's kind of a noir trope, is the protagonist getting beat up.
Oh, for sure. But what's different is in noir, you see their battle damage by the end of it. In the Crow movies, you don't. I mean,
Yeah.
you do, but that's just usually by a plot device where they can
Yeah.
actually get
He
hurt
can
a bit
heal.
by the
He
end.
doesn't need the Elliot Gould band-aids.
They've captured my crow.
Love it.
I can be hurt.
Yeah.
Does this guy, he doesn't really have as much of a crow, does he?
There is a Crow guide in this. There is a guide. It guides him.
There's Crow.
They're much more explicit in this, actually. The Kronos is Eric sees a crow flapping outside, and then you hear Kronos' words echoing kind of in his mind.
The crow will guide you. The crow will guide you.
Again, yeah,
the
this
crow
movie
will
holds
guide
your
you.
hands
Yeah.
every step of the way.
He follows the crow.
But the crow was more of a character in the 90s one, whereas this one is...
Yeah, you don't have that element where the crow is a weakness of his,
Or
the
that he
bad
can
guy
use the
exploit.
crow.
Yeah,
for his benefit. He can't see through the eyes of the crow.
and the crow's
Right,
not.
they never
pecking
say
people.
the crow will guide you in the original movie.
No, he just
But
follows
you pick
the
up,
crow.
You pick up on it. It's like you're watching this guy follow this crow,
And it leads him
You're
to
going
things.
on this adventure with him.
Yeah, it's just obvious because he follows the crow and it leads him to some boots.
The more I think about it, they just fucked up everything.
Yeah.
about this.
Well, I will say I watched the 2024 one first, then I watched the 90s one after, and it kind of does affect my opinion of the 2024 one.
I
It
did
does-
too. I am more forgiving of it than I'm sounding. For a chunk of this movie, I was like, you know what? It's not so bad. And then I'm like, I checked the time, and I was only halfway through the movie. It doesn't end. It's interminable.
Yeah, it does keep going. It builds
Like this episode.
to a good, like a big action scene at the end. As many high and low movies do. The last 20 minutes is an action scene that can be summed up in 2 sentences.
So what happened here? He goes to this bridge and he sees Shelly, and she jumps off the bridge and he's like, "Wait, no, Shelly, don't."
I
Max
guess,
Lord.
like it's I think this is
jumps
a
after
fantasy
her.
scene. I don't know. Because
Yeah,
she's
but
already
then-
dead, obviously.
But he rematerializes in the purgatory, and the
So-
Kronos is like, "What's going on?"
I think he dies. Yeah, he jumps off the bridge and dies here and goes
Where's
back to the
Shelley?
land of the dead.
Did he die because he suffocated? He drowned, or
Yeah.
I don't know why he wound up back here now as opposed to all the other times where he gets shot to hell and whatever else
that's
happens.
Yeah,
True.
there's no fun in this movie. Like, even the first movie, like in Highlander, when he first learns he's immortal, like
Ugh.
you see him like walking at the bottom of the lake and being like, "Look at me, I can like breathe underwater." Cool, fun. But like we get fantasy in this. And same thing in the Crow movie. He jumps off a building and he's laying there in the alley and he just laughs off his
Yeah.
injuries.
Oh, and even throughout the movie, he's making jokes. He's cracking yokes every which
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
He's being a little extra, playing his guitar on rooftops. There's not really anything like that in this.
There's no fun. No
No.
fun in this.
And
He just goes back to the fucking train station to like have a guy grimly tell him more plot exposition.
I'll explain more to you now.
this is pretty hacky, but like that is just a general problem with a lot of movies is they're just not very fun
Yeah.
right now. This isn't a very fun time for movies, and it hasn't been for a while.
So he breaks down Eric's powers.
Yeah, because
He's like, and you can feel pain, by the way, but you can't die as long as your love remains pure.
Yeah, a little something. That's kind of interesting. It gives him a little kryptonite.
Kronos pushes him back into a puddle, and then he's back in the land of the living.
Out you get again.
Hey, Draven, you're all wet.
Yeah, you're all washed up.
He goes to his homie's house. This is a good ride or die homie. He's like, I need a gun, and please don't ask any
Oh,
questions.
this tattoo artist too. Like
Yeah.
we see him in a flashback at some point where he's giving Draven the tattoo that says "Laugh later" or
Yeah,
whatever.
Cry now, cry later, baby.
But yeah, he's a good writer. He will just give you a gun.
Yeah.
He's just got a gun on hand and he'll give it to you. That's cool.
He does go as far as to say
We've all
he's-
got friends like this.
Let's like
yeah,
Luke.
we just don't have access.
I'll give anyone a gun. Just DM me.
Just file the serial number off. So, Eric pulls a Horrors of Malformed Men and shows up at the Shelley's funeral and like watching funeral for the girl he loved from a distance. He sees, he's like, there's Shelley's mom. She's in her limo. He sidles into the limo. He's got her one-on-one, and he's like, I need to know everything about your daughter. I need to know who all this cast of characters is. I need to, because I want to kill everybody now, I'm here to get murderous vengeance for your daughter. And Shelley's mom is kind of not that encouraging to him.
She says, "You don't want to know who these bland, nameless henchmen are."
Yeah, these are a
No,
bunch of
you're
bad
fine.
guys.
You don't need to know.
Goes back to Shelley's childhood home with her in the limo, and then he's kind of rooting around in her childhood bedroom and he sees that there's some scratches on the floor.
I like this
under
little
the
bit of
dresser.
detective work.
Yeah, that's kind of clever. He's like, oh, okay. He pulls the dresser out and it opens the vent, and he finds some pictures in there, and it's still a little MacGuffin-y. We don't see what the pictures are. We see a couple of them, I think, but we don't see he's flipping through and you see his expression like, oh, something weird and gross in these pictures. But Eric Merckx Trigga.
That's the actor's name? Is he a rapper or something?
There's a couple rappers in this, I think. Needless to say, Lex is one of these thugs that works for Rogue and Marion and these guys. Eric's going for a stroll now in the night. This is kind of him crowing out. He's got his baggy crow pants on, and there's a crow flying around.
Has Eric Draven gotten his trench coat yet? Okay.
No, that happens later. Now he just has baggy pants that like kind of look like I think Justin Bieber was wearing these for a while as a
Fucking
fashion
hour
statement.
and a bit into this movie. Why doesn't he have a trench
Where's
coat
the coat?
yet?
Where's the trench coat? Lex. Eric's is just walking down the street. It's a car. One of the guys who killed him's in there.
You know, it's so funny. When this was happening, now I remember who Lex was. I was thinking, why don't movies use more diegenic music these days?
Yeah.
And this turned out to be a diegenic song. This guy's just listening to like Randy Newman, fat guy, pomp-along music.
Yeah.
Oh no, what was that song? I liked it.
That was,
I liked the soundtrack all around on this movie. There's an Enya song in here too.
yeah.
Gary Newman. I was thinking Randy Newman.
Yeah, Gary Newman.
One long look
Yeah.
at Randy. Yeah.
Oh, I go flip-flop. Short people. They're funny too.
Eric gets into the back of this car with Lex, holds him at gunpoint in the
I'm your
back.
passenger.
I'm going to drive with you now. You're my Uber driver. Lex reaches for a gun and he gets shot through the chest. He looks at Lex's phone. There's messages from Marion, but Marion just walks out of the building right next to them anyway, right then and there. So
Doling out credit where I can for this movie. I really do like the sort of detective angle it takes. Mm-hmm. I'm a sucker for that. Finding the scratches on the ground and looking behind the bed, looking through the phone, all that stuff.
this devolves into a car chase because Marion and her entourage are exiting this building, and then Eric kind of draws on them and walks down on them, and they get into a car and sort of run him down, and he goes smashing through the front windshield of the car.
I like this sequence. This was kind of fun.
This is sort of neat. So now he's in the car with the bad guys, like fighting them in there, and he's getting shot and
Crashing cars and shit, that's fun. That's
Yeah.
good Crow stuff to do.
little fun use of his powers, not being able to die.
Yeah. And eventually he's overpowered, thrown out of the car, breaks his legs, something
He
fierce.
gets fucking nailed by a truck, runs
Yeah.
him right over.
Yeah.
And this was good. This is like just good acting. Like we've all been dunking on Skarsgård throughout it, but you really feel that he's not looking forward. He breaks his leg. He like breaks his femur really badly.
Rolling on that pavement.
Yeah, and you really feel that he's not looking forward to popping that bone back into place, and you do, and the sounds work, and then he's screaming. You hear the snap, and
Just
good
leave it like
effective
that.
sequence here. So
The leg was fine hanging off like that. You don't
Good.
need to crack it back in. Rogue now pays Shelly's mom, Sophia, a visit, and he's like, "What was Eric here for?" And she's like, "Oh, he wants to kill you. He wants to blow your brains out, get revenge for what you did to Shelly." Rogue is not that worried about that, I don't think. She also drops that Eric has it in his head, this idea that if he kills all the bad guys, he'll be able to bring Shelly back from the dead. He and Shelly will resurrect from the dead. This is kind of something Kronos has been telling him. Like, if you kill all the people who wronged you, you guys can come back to life together or something.
well, and we also get a tidbit that's sort of, it gives you a bit of understanding anyways. Shelley's mom, she's wealthy, but she's wealthy because she made a deal with Rogue in the past.
Yeah.
And the deal was for Shelley's life, or Shelley's soul, right? That's
Yeah.
what is going on here.
For wealth or whatever, she's kind of having regrets after the death of her child, and he sort of leans in and whispers to her, "Stop it." But Sophia's not so convinced anymore. She's like, "What you gave me was a curse." And, he's got no patience for this stuff. He does his whisper act in her ear, and her eyes flip up.
Just basically because she talked back.
Yeah, she didn't appreciate his gifts.
Yeah, he's coolly walking out of the building, and you're just waiting for it because you're getting that camera angle, and it's like, oh, her body's going to come flapping and splatting down on the pavement behind him.
He's in like the lower quarter, and there's like a big open space behind him. Like, oh, geez, I wonder what's going to happen there.
Yeah.
Splat! He just walks all cool.
Kersplat!
Like, he's
Gallagher comes out and gives her a little tap on the head.
I'm Gallagher too. When Eric and Shelly were in a club earlier, this mysterious hoodie guy ran up to them and started like frantically whispering to Shelly, like, "Oh, you're in danger. You have to go. You have to go." And it was this guy that Shelly knew from her youth. Eric kind of tracks him down with the help of the Crow. He questions the man aggressively until he reveals who Marion is, who she works for. She's a pawn working for Rogue. Rogue was this guy who used to have them over to party, but it got really dark, and he just had this power. He had this voice that he would speak to you, man, and he could make you do things, all kinds of things. something evil. His voice just gets louder and louder in your head until it's all you can focus on, and then you just have to do what it says.
You know, I really like this description. I like that he's laying some groundwork for this because buddy Danny Huston just whispering in people's ears, not that great, but having a bit of somebody laid down what's actually going on in their head when it's happening, that adds to it. It goes a long way. He
reveals the origin of the video MacGuffin that's kind of been surfacing in the background here. He tells the hoodie guy, like, do what we couldn't do and get out of here. It's too late for me and Shelly, but you can still go.
It's too late. It's too late for me.
It's too late.
Everyone betray us. If he falls out of love with Shelly, then he loses his healing ability. And if he were to see her do something so terrible on a videotape.
How long were Eric Draven and Shelly dating before they were murdered?
It didn't seem like very long.
Like a week, maybe.
It really seemed like but also they're getting tattoos. They packed a lot into the week.
You can pack a lot into a week.
Yeah.
You can have a whirlwind romance. That's not out of the question.
Eric goes back to their flat. He's reminiscing.
Is he reminiscing
he's
again?
Still reminiscing some more. He's seeing all kinds of how much he loves Shelly. And
you know what's amazing in the first movie? The reminiscing, it takes all of 30 seconds.
There's a lot more. He's got a lot to reminisce about.
There's no repeated scenes.
Eric got his hands on Shelly's phone and plays the video, and we see that this whole thing was Rogue using his evil abilities on her to make her use a knife and murder someone, right?
I feel like this is something I figured out in like the first scene of the movie.
You can tell some murder is happening from the first scene
what
just
else
from
is
the
she
sound.
Hiding? We know that this is it. So Eric runs into the rain while the crow looks on.
Thinking, caw.
Or no, he's more like, caw.
Oh,
yeah.
did you guys ever read Jack Handy, Deep Thoughts?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I remember the
Caw.
SNL.
They're calling my name.
Yeah, we had a book. We had a Jack Handy, and the crows are calling my name, thought Caw.
This whole thing is there is just a music video scene of Eric walking in the rain and the crow, and he's looking broody, and again more of that. The crow and
so much brood.
Eric, they go through the urban jungle, making their way through back to the homie's house.
No. Streets of Philadelphia.
It's like, Eric, man, what's up? And he's like, I found out Shelly's dark secret. I don't know that I can love her anymore. I tried so much to love her, but
I can't love her now.
I watched on the video she did something quite bad.
In the video, she says she doesn't like meatballs.
I can't allow that.
She doesn't want to build modular furniture with me anymore. Is he Swedish?
You're tearing me apart, Shelly. We ate pickled herring. I don't know. I don't know if that's even something they eat. They just eat like gross fish.
Yeah.
Is my understanding.
I know they've got that one thing, that shark that you just throw in a hole and pee on and then let it ferment for a while, and then you dig it out like 3 months later and eat it.
The worst cuisine in the world.
Yeah.
Like, they have to be the worst.
Yeah, he's at the house. He's like, I don't know if my love is pure anymore. And then the bad guys just burst in. They kill his buddy, the homie. Just waste him right there, and they kind of waste Eric too. They blast him to smithereens, and he goes flying and falls in a bathtub, and guess what? You'll never believe it. He wakes up again in the Crow world.
Train station.
This is where he goes to Kronos, and he's like, my power's not working. I'm trying to heal. God damn you. He turns into Peter Lorre or something. I don't know.
You idiot.
Kronos is like, it only works.
Stupid idiot.
Yeah, Kronos is like, well, no shit, dumb shit. You're like, you're not in love no more because you watched that videotape and now you're all gross. So you can't heal anymore. And Eric's not denying it. He's like, no, I still am loving Shelly. There's no way. I can't be in love with her no more. He has to make a deal for some reason. He makes this deal. He's like, okay, I make my deal to prove I'm in love.
Soul exchange is very highly regulated. Mm-hmm. You can't just take a soul, leave a soul. It ain't a fucking penny
No.
jar at your 7-Eleven.
Exactly, and you can't even do that in Canada anymore. There's no more pennies.
Not with woke.
In the crow world, Kronos.
So, well, this is important because he makes a deal that he will go to hell. He'll condemn his soul to eternal damnation in exchange for Shelley's if he gets a chance to go and right the wrongs and bring her back.
I gotta say, Kronos lays it out that this is a pretty crappy deal because, eternal damnation lasts a long time, and you don't want to be down there in the dark getting torn apart by demons.
Would you guys do this?
No.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Eternal damnation. It's so long. God.
Fuck that.
If it was like 100 years of damnation, it's asking a long time. Yeah, this plot development is just really comes out of nowhere. Him selling his soul. There was maybe they could have hinted that this was an option, a thing you could do earlier or something. I don't know. But he's made the deal. He's selling his soul. Kronos kind of accepts it and like kind of walks over to him and gives him like a bit of a baptism where he lays his hands on him and he gets like the black crow blood comes out of his eyes and he's like, with this black blood, I make you the crow.
We've been waiting for an hour and a half for this guy to turn into a fucking crow.
Yeah.
And it happens with the pomp and circumstance of a fucking wet fart.
And with no real difference. Like he doesn't have like new abilities that he didn't have before or anything. He comes back from the life now and he's ready to go after the bad guys. And I think now he puts his trench coat on and gets his like samurai sword and stuff. And he's like, he studies the blade, admiring its keen
How many
edge.
times have we said
Anytime there's a blade.
I want to be edgelord.
I am the edgelord now, Kronos.
Milady?
He tips his hat to Kronos and goes out to save the day.
So he invades the opera. They're the opera, and he's going. Now we finally get the start of the big action sequences that round out the whole movie.
This is the final 20-minute action
The
sequence.
best part of the movie. It's not that great if you've seen any action movie in the last 5 years.
Yeah, they do a thing where it's like
violent.
It's Rogue's fancy opera, so the opera's happening, and all this violence is kind of building to a crescendo as the opera music builds, and it's got that sort of neat thing happening.
If you've seen The Fifth Element, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Pretty much.
more graphic. There is some graphic violence in this,
yeah.
which I
Splitting
appreciate.
guys' heads in half.
He's putting the sword to good use. At some
It's
point,
cool.
he's stabbed with the sword, and he stabs other people with the sword sticking through his torso.
Yeah.
There's some good creative deaths, which I liked.
He has to shoot through his chest to shoot guys behind him. He uses the sword to give a guy a Glasgow smile.
He's getting fucking squibbed up. It
Yeah.
looked like squibs, a lot of squibs, I think.
He gets blasted.
Maybe it was CGI. I don't know. To me, it looked pretty real. Like,
They're
he's just getting fucking peppered with bullets. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, this action sequence, there should have been more of it. We shouldn't have to wait
Yeah,
for
should've been the
like
whole
an hour and a
movie.
half. Exactly.
pretty much. He does a good curb stomp on a guy, Eric. He puts a guy's head on the stairs and then just like stomps on his neck. That one kind of made me go like, ooh.
Well, in this 5 minutes, there's like a solid like half a dozen memorable
I
deaths.
felt like that neck snap was like supposed to make you go ooh, but I didn't go ooh, and I was like, they're really trying to make me go.
Oh, they
ooh
want me
here.
to. Marion calls Rogue. She's like, he's here. Eric's the Crowman's here. He's killing everybody. And Rogue kind of, it's their goodbye. He's like, I'm so grateful to you, Marion, for getting us this far. But we're all in this ride together, Marion. You just happen to be the first stop on the ride. And kind of hangs up on her, just throwing her to the crows, basically.
That's like one of the most memorable lines in the movie, and it's not even that good.
He kills everybody. He chops off a couple heads. He walks out as the opera is coming to a
Marion
close.
is one of them. We see him like go to chop her head off.
He does lay it down. He asks her, like, why did you murder us? And she's like, well, it all starts with, like, it's like a death by 1,000 cuts. First, you start hanging out with Rogue, and then you're just in the room where bad stuff's happening, and then you start doing the bad stuff, and next thing you know, you're a henchman for a villain. And Eric puts her
Working
down.
in a box factory.
He gives her the
box.
dirty dog treatment. He cuts her head off.
Yeah.
That's what you do with a dirty dog.
dirty
This is
You dirty dog.
the most memorable visual in the movie. It's whatever. It's really not that great.
Him
the opera
walking out.
singers are there. He walks out on stage. He's got a head in either one of his hands, and he
Yeah.
tosses them out.
Sort of like
A little
Conan.
rude. I think it's a little rude.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's a great it's a way to shock the audience. You know,
What do they have to do with it?
they came there for a show, for a little entertainment, didn't they?
Are you not entertained?
Yeah. Are you not entertained?
Yeah, these are people who are going to the opera. These aren't people who are like going to the gladiator pit.
No.
I bet most of these people don't even know who Rogue is.
Who is this fucking crazy guy with the heads
No,
on
they
stage?
probably don't.
Their
Yeah.
nights are ruined. Eric Draven is a menace.
And the Brandon Lee Crow would never have done that. I don't think that's how.
Crow wouldn't do that.
No.
I think I'll do things a little differently.
Yeah. Sometimes his voice just sounds like a tape being rewound.
Saying the talk. He's a talk boy. So the Crow scares everybody off. He goes and chases Rogue down to his country manor. This whole scene is fucking pointless.
Rogue is facing him down. He's kind of determined that he wants to steal Eric's powers somehow. Maybe if he can suck his soul like everybody else, he can take his powers or something. Rogue is like, I'm just an old man, but I'm real. I'm flesh and blood, not like you. I heard you think you can bring her back. You can't. Where she is, they don't come back from that. That video, did you see it? You know, the video where she killed the guys?
Oh, that one.
Letting him talk way too much.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Cut his head
Did
off.
you guys see the new Naked Gun yet?
Not yet.
No,
I've seen
still
a bunch
have
of bits
to.
and clips.
There's a bit at the end where Danny Huston's doing this similar kind of game villain monologue. And then he reveals he's got a fucking jetpack. And he's like, and he's going to get away, and he just fucking smashes into a street light.
Break his neck. Rogue does the suck power on Eric. He whispers in his ear, and he's trying to suck it up.
He goes on way too
Yeah,
long.
he's like, you don't feel anything, do you? And he's like, oh, I feel it all.
I feel
And
it. Oh,
Yeah,
and
this
then
guy, he's like a
Eric's being
Feist
sucked
song.
dry, and then he remembers his love for Shelley and the horsey.
that
Gotta remember
flashes
the
back.
horsey.
Yeah.
And
making
whoopee.
whoopee with making sweet whoopee with Shelley
Mitch's nose.
in the in the sheets, in the flat. Yeah, all his beautiful positive memories come back, and he remembers them.
All of his favorite memories: the horse,
Dying in the barbed wire.
sex, the horse.
All 5 of his memories.
The horse sex.
And
Yeah,
he-
there are 5 memories that we see like a dozen times.
and he feels the true power of love, and you know,
Yeah, Huey Lewis strikes his heart like a lightning bolt, and he's got the juice now.
Rogue can't handle that stuff. He's a creature of hate, not love.
So yeah, he pulls Rogue into the crow world, into
Yeah.
the purgatory, and he just starts beating the shit out of him. He's like drowning him in the water, and then
my world.
Rogue gets dragged to hell.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi style,
Yeah,
dragged to hell.
a bunch of
But
little
it's not as
hands.
cool.
He shoves Eric Draven, shoves Rogue into a puddle, and a bunch of little skeleton hands reach out, grab him by the
Drag him.
face, and pull him right down.
Presumably, it's all the souls he sent there that
Yeah.
are
Getting
grabbing him.
revenge.
Sure, whatever.
Now,
God, I don't.
Is this over yet?
who should come floating out of the water like a Johnny come lately but Shelley?
Yeah,
We thought she was dead, but here she is. She bobs out of the water like an apple.
like a piece of wood.
Her buoyancy is excellent. She's very buoyant. She gets out of the water. Eric kisses her.
It's
and,
her buoyant personality.
and she's back to life. They have a moment. They smooch, and he's like, "I bring you back to life so I can make love to you one more time." And they smooch. But he's like, "I can't come back into life with you. I made the deal I made. In retrospect, maybe a bad deal." But she gets her life back, and he is now
I
dead.
go to hell now. Bye.
I'm going to hell. Just gets sucked into the water himself. No, I think he just hangs out in limbo.
I think he goes to hell, man.
Oh, does he go right to hell?
Oh, hi, Shelley.
Oh hi, Mark.
Everyone betray me. He gets dragged down to hell.
I did not hit her. I did not.
I did not.
So how's your sex life?
Twigs is sad, or Shelly's sad. She revives in the real life, and it's the night, like her being revived.
Yeah,
in the
and there's a
stretcher.
paramedic over top of her, and it's Kronos.
What does that mean for everything that we just saw?
I don't think it was really a paramedic. I think it's just that was Kronos, and
just
he
taking
just
a
had
peek in the world,
a hand in the
manipulating
ushering of
things.
souls in which way or the other.
So is Shelley going up to heaven, or is she alive again?
She's alive again.
So what the fuck
revived
just
her.
happened for the past 3 days, or however long we've been following Eric Draven? Where
it's all
this
erased.
whole series of events unfolded and multiple people died.
Yeah.
Did any of that happen?
So
or
they didn't die.
they didn't die, so they're
So
still
Shelley
around?
can't be alive.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
If they have to be dead for Shelley to come back to time paradox.
One day our perfect souls will find each other again. Until then, I will have a memory, that perfect sensation of love. And that's enough. Almost.
Credit.
And that's
Yeah.
enough.
I don't need no more.
Stop, Max Lord. That's enough.
You're a bad guy.
Kal-El, you're in grave danger.
We have enough love to fill the Nile.
All right. That's 2024's The Crow. We sure talked some Crow, didn't we, folks? We talked about 1994's movie.
Yeah.
Crow.
Well, and I have crow on my face.
We ought to just go around and find out who liked what the most. So, Luke, let's start with you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, 1994's The Crow. I liked it better on this rewatch even than I mean, I won't say I loved it like I did when I was a kid. I think it actually holds up. I think it's a fun movie. Crow 2024, it's not the worst movie ever made. I wouldn't be so violently offended by it that I wouldn't want it in my video store or anything, but, you know, it's ass. You can absolutely skip it. I hope you didn't watch it for this podcast. If you did, I'm sorry. Fawn, what do you think?
I don't think I hated the 2024's Crow, but I didn't need it. I found it mostly boring with some memorable bits, but how memorable are they? Because I've mostly forgotten them by now. 1994's, it's a good, fun time. It's the perfect amount of cheese. It's got a lot of overwrought sentimentality. It's a bit of a time capsule in that they don't really make movies that touch on those themes, that look like that feel like that anymore.
It's so totally 90s.
Obviously that one.
Yeah, the Crow 2024 really needed to crank that dial up a bit. They needed to make it more cheesy, I think. They needed the villains to be more cartoony. Yeah, the Crow 94 had that comic booky vibe to it, that heightened reality that I really liked. It was just an over-the-top, like, Gotham City that they were in, basically. All the villains are over the top. It's a hell of a lot of fun. It's got a ton of style. All the set designs are really cool. You gotta check it out.
There's just no fun in 2024
No.
Crow. It's just no fun. None.
2024 Crow would be better if you just straight up chiseled a half hour out of it without even like re-editing or anything. You
Maybe
could just
add
cut
some
out
fun.
half of it.
Add some fun.
You could
Yeah.
rip out
Put some
any
fun in
old
there.
30 minutes out of this movie, and it would be so much better.
Yeah.
Don't even need to pay attention to what it is. You could just throw at a dartboard.
Leave
Yeah.
the violence in. That's kind of fun.
There's some things to recommend it, but ultimately, yeah, you got to give it to the 90s Crow.
We only have so much time on this great blue marble,
On
right,
this-
folks?
If
Spinning
somebody-
And I'll never forgive Mitchell.
If somebody watches this movie because of the podcast and they die, and they have to come back to avenge it, I understand.
I want to say I hope the audience of our podcast watched this movie and wasted their time because I am a cruel sadist, and that would bring me great pleasure.
Mitchell's a little bit of a rogue himself,
That's right.
whispering sweet nothings into people's ears.
Like I'm calling a cat.
Well, there we go. Around the pipe there. We have everybody voting for the 1994 The Crow. Thank you for listening to the High and Low podcast. If this has been something you enjoy, rate, review, subscribe, reach out on socials, send us trinkets and bobs and baubles. If this has been something you like, why don't you tell a friend? Surely you've got a friend. You've got some person who has an unbelievably large loft apartment. You don't really entirely understand why, when all they really seem to be doing is going and partying and wearing sweet, sweet fur coats. I didn't mention how much I loved some of the outfits that Eric Draven had in this movie.
Yeah, he's got some good fits, some baggy pants. If you've got friends who like to wear those baggy pants that kind of look like you pooped in your pants, they'll love this movie.
They're
they'll love
back,
this
baby.
podcast. Yeah.
Baggy pants are back. Yeah, the drip is alive and well in that regard.
Pantaloons.
If you know anybody who has like a large collection of ceremonial daggers, why don't you throw this podcast their way? I think they'll be talking about a lot of stuff that they'd be fine picking up on.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody who lives in a sort of a transitory liminal space, like a train station,
Sort of a Twilight world.
and they're just, constantly pushing you into puddles? They want you to get wet.
PCP.
If you want to know, if you know somebody who knows what true love is like in the heart, make them to watch this podcast. It'll be the best for them.
This is the show.
Well, thank you for listening to the High and Low movie show. I think I'll let you all in on a little secret about where we might be going next
Where we going
time.
next, Vaughn?
Control Alt hard drive access.
Oh, he's doing computers
We're
stuff.
doing next week. We're doing computers.
It's all computer.
It's all computer. We're doing hacker movies. We're gonna start off with Michael Mann's Black Hat, and then we're gonna go to Hackers.
Nice.
We're gonna do a couple hacker movies.
Black Hat
the world.
and Hackers.
Black Hat Hackers. So until next time, when we're gonna Control Alt Delete and hack the planet. Thank you for listening to the High and Low movie show. I'm Vaughn.
I'm Mitchell.
I'm Luke.
Smell you later.
Bang, fuck, again.